All right. Thank you for the intro. Today I'll be talking about democratizing AI, and many of you are probably even just thinking about what does it even mean? Like, what does democratizing AI mean? And my hope is by the end of it, I talk a little bit about what it means for us, what was the genesis of it, why is it like our North Star mission, and by the end of it, I hope you come up with your own version or vision of what it could mean for you, right? So I'll start with the quote. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world, by Nelson Mandela. I'll give you 10 seconds to really take it in, right? And many of you who have gotten education in the United States have gotten an opportunity to learn from one of the best countries where there's the best standards of education and so forth. But if you look at that picture, right, in a remote village of Nepal, there are a lot of kids, a lot of youth who do not get an opportunity to get high quality education. That actually classroom is pretty good because it has tables and chairs. But the school that my mom used to teach did not even have a bench. They had to sit on the floor and take notes. So education, if provided in a high quality framework with enough access and resources, and the students can really get high quality education and learn the skill sets to compete in the world, it could totally change their life and hopefully their communities and the country and the world. And that's why I want to start a little bit about why this is important for us and how this came about. In order to do that, I would just like to tell a little bit about Fusemachines and how it came about, right? So I grew up in Nepal. Some of you probably know Nepal. It's one of the poorest countries. And I got a full scholarship to come to the US to learn AI and be able to get to do research in the best places like Columbia University, Caltech, Carnegie Mellon, and so forth. And it totally changed our lives. And it allowed me an opportunity to create Fusemachines to this point where we're about to get listed in NASDAQ. And this is all possible because of the education chances we got. And that's why at Fusemachines, when we say we are trying to democratize AI, education is one of the key core focus to bring opportunities and skill set to the world. So I'll just go through this a little bit and talk about what it means for us. But my hope, like I said, at the end of it is it will at least give you some food for thought to think about how you are, as you do things, could be potentially use AI for change for good, right? So like I said, education is the core thing that we do. And we are providing what we call Fusemachines AI Fellowship for last 7 years at this point, where we have thousands of students have gone through the program, and it's completely free. Besides providing education in the AI education in the rural communities and so forth, one of the things we do actually is also provide education services to larger enterprises. Because one of the things we do think is if there were more and more people at least learn AI to some level, right? I mean, there's so much hype around AI, everybody's trying to use AI. But if you are able to provide even a 2-day course or a 1-day course and have your leadership team or mid-management and so forth to go through AI education, take that moment, give them a chance to learn AI, then suddenly, instead of just consuming news cycles, everybody will have slightly better understanding, which will allow the whole company to move in the right direction from AI perspective. And I still see, at this point, we have a lot of large enterprise clients in retail, media, and so forth, and I still see this issue where everybody's just talking about AI, we get on a call, everybody has consumed all of this knowledge from news saying it could do this, it could do that, but when we really dig deeper, a lot of people actually do not have a full understanding. If you are in a tech department, yes. If you are in the CIO department, yes. But to create the value in AI, you really need a lot of other organizations in the department working together. And I believe education could be that driving factor, not just for creating opportunities, but also for creating opportunities and chances within your own company to create business value. The education, at least on the rural community side, it produces talent, right? And we are providing this talent to other companies who needs AI talent to build solutions and so forth. And by doing that, in one side, we're helping the companies to build their AI solutions. But at the same time, we are creating jobs in these underserved communities. And the people who are getting educated It's not only providing services, they're also building software, such as AI Studio, AI engines, which we are providing to the companies who are trying to get into the AI. Right? You heard from George and Mastercard. They've been doing AI for almost 10 years. They have a significant advantage. But there are many companies that are just about doing it. So as you do it, and as you look at the software has been tuned for the last 3-4 years for being able to do particular things in a problem-specific, vertical-specific AI solutions could be useful, and that's one of the things these students who have graduated through these fellowship programs are able to do it. And as a company, we are doing investments, and we're helping smaller companies adopt and use AI, right? And like I said in the very beginning, this is our version of democratizing AI. It doesn't have to be the same for you, right? You may have your own version of democratizing AI. If you are a company that has hired a call center and is worried that the call center jobs will be automated, maybe you can spend some time and resources in thinking about, oh, can we upskill those call center agents and so forth. So I just want to take that time to have everybody think about AI solutions that you're building and how it impacts democratizing AI. And at the end of it, this is a AI summit, and people are talking about how AI is being used everywhere and so forth. So having worked in AI for about 20-something years at this point, the first time, one of our first client, New York City government, in 2013, when we were pitching customer service automation, our advisor said, don't tell it's an AI system. And when we were pitching to deputy mayors in 2013, we said it's a natural language dialogue system, right? And that's how we went, and now 11, 12 years later, we are helping a lot of other companies and so forth. So based on some of these learnings, I just wanted to part with some food for thought from what I've seen work and what I've seen not work, and particularly how some of these ties into our mission of democratizing AI. And these are some food for thought, right? Which is, particularly for AI, it's not like a SaaS software. It really needs to be customized and tuned, especially in these early innings of AI system building, right? And in order to do that, you need to experiment a lot, right? If you think that, oh, I'm going to just buy this tool, implement it, and it's going to magically produce a lot of this value, it's just not going to happen, right? You need to experiment. And like the human in the loop for, as George said in MasterCard, they can't because they are doing billions and billions of fraud detection. But for many early use cases, you have to think about how to use human in the loop until you get the accuracy that you want, right? In order to do that, in order to find those simple problems and low-hanging fruits, there are different kinds of frameworks that use. And I know everybody likes generative AI, right? Having been doing machine learning for the last 20-something years, I can tell you that generative AI is not the solution for all the problems. There are a lot of problems in predictive AI that is equally helpful. So going back to the democratizing AI with some of those food for thought, where we have been able to learn that over the last 10-something years because we have had these engineers that is talented that we've been able to train all around the world. As you think about your own solutions, like I said, automating call centers, what does that mean? And how does that impact the people who are going to be out of jobs? Can you upskill them? Or maybe you are building something that requires engineers and you're trying to source engineers, maybe giving a chance to underserved community engineers. Or maybe building AI solutions that can have impact around the world. Whatever your version of democratizing AI, I hope this would just at least give you a food for thought and think about what it means for AI to be changed for good and what it means for you to be democratizing AI. Thank you.